Okay, here's an important one. And this is on Vortic United. Somebody said, if I lose my money, I am deceased. If I lose my money, I am terminated. If I lose my money, my life is over. Now, let's address this, guys. If that is if that's the way that you feel about this, and if that's the way that you're coming about this, and if you're serious, seriously, get some help, man. Like if you're seriously about that, there's like hotlines that you can call. There's people who you can talk to, right? Dude, guys, we don't do that here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. We're not gambling here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, right? We're not putting the rent money into these platforms, right? We're not putting we're not putting our last $10 into these platforms. That's not how we're doing it here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, okay? If you really have a problem, right, then you really need to get help, right? And you really need to seek some help. Right. You got to go to, I mean, I don't know, just go to the local emergency room and say, hey, I just lost a bunch of money in a crypto program and I'm thinking about whatever, ending it, right? And if that's the case, then you absolutely need to go get some professional help, and you shouldn't be in this space in the first place, right? This space is not for, this is not to gamble, right? This is not to go in and put your last dime into. This has never been about that. I've never recommended that. I've never said that. I've never said anything close to that, right? I don't advocate for that whatsoever. This should be only invest stuff that you cannot afford to lose, right? So if you can afford to lose $100 and put in $100, maybe you got it a little better than that. Maybe you can afford to lose 1,000. Well, if that's the case, go ahead and put in 1,000. Maybe you can afford to lose 10,000 or 100,000. I don't know where you're at, right? But it shouldn't be this thing where it's like if a platform rug pulls, you want to end it, right? That you should not even be here at all if that's the case. You need to like go really rethink some things and go back to square one. Now, here's what I would do if I were zeroed out and if I went back to square one. First thing I would do is I would get a job, any kind of job, right? It doesn't matter if it's hauling dirt. It doesn't matter if it's cleaning up horse manure. It doesn't matter if it's cleaning out, nasty truck stop bathrooms. I would get a job, right? Any job. And what I would do is I would work my tail off until I made $10,000. This is me. I'm not telling you to do this. This is what I would do. I would work my tail off until I made about 10 grand, right? And then with that 10 grand, I would invest in 10 different crypto platforms. Okay. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, not nine, 10. 10. I would work. I would clean up toilets. I would make 10 grand. I would sleep on the sidewalk, right? I would put up a tent down by the river. I would sleep in a tent. I would get some means to protect myself. I would put up a tent. I would sleep in a tent. I would wash off in the river. I would go to work. I'd go sleep in the Walmart parking lot if I had a car, right? I'd get a means to protect myself. I would take my car to the Walmart parking lot and I would sleep at Walmart every single night. If somebody messed with me, I would do what I have to do. And I would work until I make $10,000. Then I would take that $10,000 and spread it out into 10 different crypto platforms. That way, if one of them failed, hey, I still got 9. If 2 of them failed, hey, baby, I still got 8. If 3 of them failed, I still got 7. Because did you know that in a lot of cases, if you spread out $10 or $20,000 into crypto platforms, you will have enough income to make more money than a nice yearly salary that most people have. This is the sauce, guys. You can run away. You can jump off of the broadcast. You can say you don't like the way I talk. You can say I don't like the way I look. You can say I don't like the way I scream. You can do whatever. You can say I'm negative, right? You can say whatever you want. You can go on and never come back for all I care. This is what I would do. Okay? Because at the end of the day, hey, I'm good. I don't need you here. Right? I love you. I'm glad that you're watching, but I don't need you here. Right? I don't need any of it, right? And that's the beauty of being financially free and independent. It's a beautiful thing, guys. So I would sleep on the tent, I would sleep on the car, right? Whatever. I'd make $10,000. I'd spread it out over ten different crypto platforms, and that would give me plus or minus between $50 and $70,000 a year. Between $50 and $70,000 a year in passive income. right? What would I do then? I would quit that job. That's what I would do. I got my passive income coming in, $50,000 to $70,000 a year, and then I would buy my trading course, my binary options trading course, and I would learn how to trade. Start with $50, start with $100. It doesn't matter. I would take what I taught in that trading course. I would take it seriously. I would learn how to trade, and ask anybody in the world. Ask anybody who's like financially independent, what's the quickest way to get financially independent? And they're all going to tell you, if you know how to do it, the quickest way is trading. Okay. If you had to go from 0 to 1 million in a year or less, the quickest way to do it is trading. Okay. That's what I would do. But for anybody who's of the mentality to get into one platform, over leverage yourself, and then become depressed to the point where you want to end it, you got to go get some help. Okay. You shouldn't even be here, right? You shouldn't be in this space at all. Now, maybe you're just joking, right? Maybe you're just kidding, right? Maybe you're just being sarcastic, but at the end of the day, that needs to be said.